Performance indicators. You've probably heard about them. Perhaps you've had a job where they used key performance indicators or KPIs. You may even think they sound a bit too formal for a farm business. Surely we know what we've got to do to make the farm more profitable. Perhaps it just takes a good year, some good markets, and a bit of good luck. Unfortunately, we can't order these ingredients, so we need to look at what we can do to engineer our own good luck. Performance indicators are a tool to help us do this. Okay, so once we've got a good idea of where we want to go, or our goals, and we've started heading in the right direction, we need some landmarks to make sure that we're actually staying on that right track. Performance indicators are a bit like the depth soundings used by navigators to check what's happening beneath them. They're measures we take to check against a standard, so we know if we're moving our business closer to or further away from our goals. Sometimes groups of farm businesses decide to measure the same things so that they can compare their progress against a group, and these are called benchmarking groups. However, this same approach can be used by a single farm to check your own progress year by year. Using performance indicators is a learning process, not just a measuring process. Your initial choice of indicators comes from the understanding of your business, what drives your production and your profits. As you use your indicators, you learn more about your business and what are the key drivers for success. Then you adjust your indicators so they are better at measuring these key drivers, and the process repeats itself. So to get started, you need a basic understanding of your farm business. All farm businesses use a mixture of capital resources, such as land and debt, plus a production system, it might be livestock, cropping, mixture of the two or whatever, plus the people to get their outcomes. So start by thinking about what your farm does with each of these. Improving your use of each one of these, or any one of them, will improve the business overall. You'll probably want to get performance indicators in each one of these areas. Why would we do all this measuring? Well, as humans, we normally show these characteristics. We want a feeling of control, we want to maximise our wins and minimise our losses. We want to avoid feeling negative about things, and we like experiencing success. When things aren't running smoothly, it's too easy to justify to ourselves why things haven't worked out. We blame the season, the markets, and so on. Using measures or performance indicators is a really good way to look at what's happening objectively. That is, without any emotion or blame attached to it. That's when we can really start learning what we can do to improve performance. Yes, it's all about learning, about understanding the business. Here's a good example. It's a graph of meat-producing businesses in Southeast Australia. The 5 circles here show 5 businesses, all with similar levels of production, which is measured on this right-hand side of the graph. They all show about $35 of income per hectare per 100 millimetres of rainfall or less. Their profit per household is shown by the shaded area, and we can see that they range from a farm loss of about $25,000 per household, right through to a profit of about $75,000 per household. Knowing this, we'd want to ferret out why there's this big difference in financial results. Using performance indicators, the strengths and weaknesses of each business have been identified. We can see here the 5 businesses are lined up, from the one with a $25,000 loss through to that one with a $75,000 profit, all with the same sort of level of production. We can see that each business has its strengths, and even the one with the greatest loss. The more successful business up this end had strengths in more areas, but it was not necessarily strong in all areas. So digging down into the numbers would help us understand these differences between the businesses, and that's the benefit that performance indicators bring.